Hi guys, this is Jerry. Welcome to the video. And in this video, it's the part 3 of the cool features on this new MG ZS EV. So this is the New Zealand and Australian version. So hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave all the timestamps down below so you can click through to different part of the video. And if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more future MG related videos, everything like that. And all check my other videos for tutorial, for anything like that related to MG. And yeah, let's dive in the first one. So the first cool feature about this video is the aircon switch. So the aircon switch goes up and down. You get quick direct buttons to change your fan speed, temperature, everything like that. That's pretty easy. And when you are in other screens, this has permanent display underneath, so it's very easy to locate what's your aircon, what's your fan speed, everything like that. But if you are on sort of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, these now show a full sort of display or full screen. In case it's going to be quite hard to remember your sort of aircon or anything like switch, you can still quickly adjust that, and then this is what it looks like. It'll give you a pop-up on the screen, just how your aircon flow and other things, and you can go up or down on the temperature. You can actually tell what's your fans going up or down, what's your fan speed, and a lot of things. So yeah, that's just a very simple cool feature, maybe cool or maybe just something you may not know before about the aircon information that pop up on your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto screen when your phone's connected. Second cool feature about this MG ZS EV, about this part 3, is your regenerative braking. So when you are not fully charged, your regenerative braking will work just as normal. So you see the number 3 regeneration, and that allows you to change back and forth and all that things to number 1, number 2. So if you're on number 3 and when you release the pedal, when you are not pushing the brake, your percentage power will drop to about 19 to 20 percentage power. That means it's recharging the battery, so that's pretty normal. That's not a cool feature just yet, or hidden feature just yet, something you may not know. But if your vehicle is fully charged, let's say it's 100% or very close to 100%, by my experience, something around between 95% to 100%, your vehicle battery, because it's nearly fully charged or it's fully charged, your KERS, which is your regenerative braking, the power it generates won't be able to go into the battery anymore, because that's all over the battery's load and all that things. That means your regenerative braking will be very minimal. It will be pretty much non-existent. You'll notice as well when you are 100%, you're driving along, when you release your brake, even if you're on number 3, the heaviest regeneration, your percentage power will only do maybe minus 1% or minus 2%, something like that. That means it's not really using the regenerative braking to charge, but it's very simple to understand. There's not enough room to store the extra sort of power or battery back to your thing. But once you start driving and your battery drains underneath, for example, 95% or 90%, your regenerative braking will resume back to normal. And number 3 about the cool feature is about central locking. So you can unlock from these parts, and when you drive off, as on this factory standard or default setting, the vehicle will lock itself. That's pretty simple. You can actually, once it's locked, what that means is on your passenger side, unlike any other cars, you don't have a small switch on the top, you don't have an indicator on the top. If the passenger would still like to get out, they need to put the door handle twice. So just like this, put the door handle once, only that particular door is unlocked now, and put the door handle second. That allows you to unlock it. So no need to panic in case if let's say your kids or your passenger doesn't know how to get out. They put the door handle once, they couldn't get out, so no panic. And that means your central locking is disengaged, but your driver door and all the rest of the door are still central locked. So press that button, that allows you to engage central locking again. That means the light is on. But if you're on driver's side, if you simply put the door handle once, that actually unlocks all the doors central locking, and second allows you to open the driver door just like that. So that's one feature about the central locking about the MG ZS EV. And number 4 of the cool feature on this part 3 is about the sunroof. So we all know how to open the sunroof, tilt it, open it, all that things, pretty easy. But in case it's very hot outside, it's hot summer, and you would like to go quick shopping, and it's not gonna rain, you want to give the vehicle a little bit more ventilation since it's quite hot, you can engage a thing. I will call it ventilation mode. It's not really official or anything like that. What you want to do when you're going the sunroof, you don't have to do a two-step, open the cover, open the glass, anything like that. All you need to do, as long as everything's fully closed, you just push this button upwards, and just like that. So your back and the first glass will actually tilt, and then this cover will open just to this level, so that just have enough, so the room for your so the air to come in basically. So it will be quite handy if it's hot summer, something like that. You don't need to be worried about the vehicle getting stolen or anything like that, and you don't have to drop down your window if you don't wish to, or you have a pad at the back, then you can use that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's another cool feature. And the number 5 feature, about the last one, part 3, about the cool feature on this new MG ZS EV, is about charging. So once you plug it in, obviously you cannot pull it out if it's charging, and then you need to use your key to press the unlock button to disengage the charging port. It's very simple, but in case your vehicle has any sort of faults or anything like that, you actually have an emergency sort of manual release, which is hidden underneath the bonnet. So it's this string over here. So pretty much easy ways to tell is it's close to your windscreen wiper fluid, and then that's the pull. So you have to pull this while you pulling the charger out, while you maintain the tension basically. So yeah, just a manual release in case you get in trouble or anything like that. So hopefully you don't, but that's the last cool feature. And the number 6 of the cool feature is about this screen. So when you drive other cars, maybe when you switch off the button, automatically the screen will just shut off. But in this instance, this vehicle screen doesn't automatically shut off. There are a few ways you can engage. So at the moment the engine is on, what I want to do, I'm just going to tap this button. You can see the dashboard is off, the motor is off, no aircon, stuff like that, but the screen remains on. So there are 3 ways this particular screen will shut off. One way, first way, is you just leave it after about 10 minutes. Even if you don't lock the vehicle, after 10 minutes, the screen will shut off. Your music will still continue playing until it's shut off, otherwise you can press pause. So that's the first way. Second way is you can push and hold this home button that allows you to temporarily shut off the screen, sorry. So push and hold for about 5 seconds or so. Just like that, the whole screen shuttled off automatically. At the meantime, you can still get the screen back. If you tap the home screen again, you can still get this back, by the way, so it's still responsive, even if the motor is off. And the last way is when you lock the vehicle, the screen will automatically shut off. So what I'm going to do, I'll just lock this. You can see the screen still stay on. Lock that, the screen switch off. So that's the third way to shut off that particular screen. There's nothing to worry about. It's not going to drain your huge amount of battery. It's a sort of small panel, so it will drain a little bit on the 12-volt battery, but it's not going to be that much. So nothing to worry about for that screen shut off. And also special thanks to Patrick. Patrick told me in the email, one of the YouTube subscribers, about the home screen shut off. So thank you, Patrick. And next one, the number 7 cool feature, still on the secondary menu. So what we want to do, go into the settings, and we want to click general. So you might need Bluetooth, make sure you click general. So on these parts, you can change your brightness whenever you like. Sometimes you may find it quite annoying because daytime, nighttime, you have to manually adjust it. So don't worry, you can enable this feature, background auto switching. So either enable or disable. So in the factory default setting, it's not enabled. So something I would recommend to enable it. That means when your headlight switch on, it automatically dim itself. When you hit the switch off, automatically that will come back up with the brightness. What you want to do, you can also manually change what you want in the dark or light mode. If in that instance, I'm just disable it at the light, you can see I'll just go all the way, and dark, I'll go all the way down. So that's really up to you whenever you like, but you can personalize this. That means when you change that, you can see it's light mode, it's going to go all the way up, and if I switch the headlights on, it's going to go all the way down. So this is honestly up to you. You can personalize it whichever you like. Personally, we're probably going to go to sort of somewhere in the middle for the dark, and then somewhere in the middle for the light, just so everyone is happy. Yeah, so that's the cool feature number 7 for the background auto switching for the brightness of that particular screen. And number 8 cool feature is still in the settings, and we're gonna go to the sound system. So we all know the key beep sound, that's totally okay. So in the bottom one, the sound settings for your stereo, for your music, all that things, there's maybe one thing I should talk about is the SVC. So this is called the speed volume control. Default setting, it's off actually from all the manufacturer vehicles. This is something I would recommend if you listen to music regularly. So either you go low or medium or high, the vehicle will automatically boost the volume or drop down the volume whenever your speed changes basically. And this is sensitivity, either low, medium or high. It just helps you listen to the music and you get a little bit better sound sort of quality or better sound sort of volume when your speed goes up and down as your road noise or tire noise gets up and down sort of thing. So personally I would use either low or medium, but if you want high, totally fine. If you want it off, that's totally fine as well. This is up to you, but I just think it's a cool feature to point it out. Alright, I think that's the last cool feature about this new MG ZS EV. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please subscribe and like down below. If you're interested in purchasing one from us, make sure you contact us at Abbott Olmston. We are in Auckland, in New Zealand. Or contact me directly. Leave all the information down below. We will see you next video. Thank you very much.